Welcome back, everyone, to our special journey into the things you were never told about gemstones. And today's episode is unlike anything we've ever explored before, because in the next few minutes, you're going to meet 10 winter stones. Not ordinary stones, not jewelry stones, but natural Christmas ornaments sculpted by the earth itself. Stones that sparkle like frozen snow, glow like northern lights, and burn like hidden embers beneath the ice. But before we even begin, I want to warn you about something. Somewhere in this list, there is a gemstone ranked number 1 that is causing a quiet storm among collectors this season. A stone so beautiful, so unbelievably delicate, so naturally sparkling, that some dealers refuse to display its true price publicly. All I can say, for now, is this. Its value is rising faster than anyone expected, and you might already be owning a piece of it without realizing. So if you feel like this is the beginning of something new, if you can sense that today's journey might open a door you've never stepped through before, leave a comment saying, "I like this video, so I know you're here with me, walking through this winter landscape of forgotten minerals and hidden beauty." And listen, if you don't want to miss the gemstone that sits at rank number 1, stay with me until the very end, because that stone might just be sitting on your shelf right now, quietly sparkling, quietly waiting to reveal its true worth. And if you're busy at the moment or you don't have time to watch the full story right now, save this video. Trust me, you're going to want to come back. This isn't just a ranking, it's a journey into a collection of stones you've never seen, never heard of, and never imagined could be this meaningful. And of course, don't forget to subscribe, because this winter series is only getting started, and the next episodes may take you even deeper into the strange and beautiful world of gemstone history. Now, let's begin our descent into the frozen glow, the holiday fire, and the natural ornaments hidden inside the earth, starting with rank number 10. Rank 10. Snowflake obsidian, the winter snowburst trapped in fire. If you were standing beside me right now, on the edge of an ancient volcanic field that has been silent for more than 10,000 years, you would understand why archaeologists call snowflake obsidian the winter snowburst born inside fire. At sunrise, when the first beam of light sweeps across the glossy black stones, something extraordinary happens. Pale, icy patterns begin to bloom across the surface. Patterns that look exactly like falling snow, even though not a single flake has touched this land for centuries. The color contrast is what makes this gemstone unforgettable. Snowflake obsidian is built on a foundation of deep, mirror-like black, smooth as volcanic glass, while scattered across it are delicate white to gray cristobalite clusters. These clusters expand into round bursts, feathery spokes, or frozen floral shapes. Each stone carries a pattern that exists nowhere else on Earth. No two snowflakes are ever the same, and neither are these stones. When tilted under warm, winter lighting, the white patches glow against the dark background, as if tiny galaxies are forming inside the stone. In terms of shape, snowflake obsidian naturally breaks into smooth, rounded forms, but artisans often polish it into spheres, teardrop ornaments, or holiday pendants because its snow patterns show beautifully on curved surfaces. A polished sphere, especially one with evenly spread snowbursts, looks like a midnight Christmas ornament plucked straight from the branches of a volcanic pine. Now let's talk about value, because this is where many viewers are surprised. Despite its dramatic beauty, snowflake obsidian remains accessible for most collectors. Standard decor-sized pieces range from $15 to $40, making them ideal for holiday displays or small personal collections. Larger, high-quality spheres with dense, well-defined snowbursts typically sell for $80 to $150. Premium, museum-worthy stones, those with near-perfect symmetry in their patterns, can climb to $200 to $300, especially during the Christmas season when demand for natural ornaments spikes. If you're still watching at this point, let me ask you something directly. If you find this gemstone beautiful, and if you already own one or dream of owning one, leave a comment saying, "I have it." I'm genuinely curious how many people in this community have encountered snowflake obsidian in person, and if this stone caught you off guard with its contrast of fire and snow, Feel free to share this video in Facebook or Reddit groups about minerals, gemstones, or Christmas decor. You never know who else might fall in love with a winter stone forged in a volcano. Before we move on to rank 9, let me leave you with one more question, one that always sparks discussion. What do you think its true value is? Not just the market price, but the emotional value, the natural artistry, and the winter magic trapped inside this volcanic glass. Rank 9. Pyrope garnet, the Christmas flame hidden inside stone. If there is one gemstone that feels like it was designed for Christmas long before the holiday ever existed, it's Pyrope garnet. And right now, as I stand in a narrow canyon in the American Southwest, one that early explorers once described as a valley lit by embers, I'm holding a stone that looks exactly like a glowing coal rescued from a winter fireplace. When light hits it from the side, it doesn't simply shine, it burns. Pyrope garnet is famous for its deep, velvety red color, a red so pure, so clear, that ancient traders believed the stone carried an inner flame. Under natural daylight, it shows a warm, ruby-like glow. Under candlelight, it darkens into a wine-red ember, like the last flame in a Christmas hearth. Some stones even reveal subtle flashes of crimson as you rotate them, as if tiny sparks are trapped beneath the surface. The shape of pyrope garnet varies depending on where it forms. In volcanic fields, it often appears as rounded nodules, smooth and almost metallic looking when uncut. Once polished, though, the transformation is dramatic. Jewelers love cutting pyrope into round brilliants, ovals, and cushion shapes because the gemstone's transparency allows light to pass cleanly through its core. For holiday decor, collectors sometimes choose garnet spheres, little glowing red ornaments that look like miniature Christmas lanterns. Now let's talk about something viewers always ask. How much is a high-quality pyrope garnet actually worth? The answer may surprise you. Commercial quality stones suitable for decor or small jewelry pieces usually range from $25 to $60. But once you move into finer grades, stones with rich, uniform color and excellent clarity, the price climbs to $100 to $300 depending on size. Rare collector pieces over 2 carats with exceptional saturation and minimal inclusions can reach $500 to $800. And for true museum-grade stones, especially those sourced from historic localities like Bohemia or Arizona, prices can breach $1,000. But here's something far more meaningful than price. Pyrope garnet has been considered a symbol of warmth, life, and protection for more than 2,000 years. For ancient travelers crossing snowy mountain passes, this gemstone was carried as a talisman of safety, something to light the way through the coldest nights. If you're watching this and you find this red flame of a gemstone truly beautiful, or if you already own one, drop a comment saying I have it. It's always fascinating to see how many viewers are secretly collectors. And if this stone reminds you of Christmas lights, burning embers, or winter traditions, consider sharing this video in Facebook or Reddit groups about gemstones or holiday decor. These communities love discovering stones with real history and symbolism. Before we move to rank 8, let me leave you with one question, one that sparks great discussions in every episode. What do you think its real value is? Not just in dollars, but in meaning, beauty, and the winter warmth it carries through centuries. Rank 8. Green aventurine, the evergreen gemstone of Christmas luck. If you've ever walked through an ancient forest in midwinter, where the air is cold, the light is soft, and the pines stand tall like guardians, you'll understand the feeling of holding green aventurine for the very first time. As I stand here near an archaeological dig on the outskirts of northern Italy, I'm brushing soil from a smooth green stone that looks exactly like a piece of evergreen foliage turned into mineral. And during Christmas, that symbolism becomes even stronger. Green aventurine is defined by its deep green color, ranging from forest green to a softer jade-like hue. What makes it instantly recognizable is its natural shimmer. Tiny platelets of mica inside the stone that create a gentle sparkle called aventurescence. Under winter sunlight, that shimmer looks like frost on pine needles. Under warm indoor lighting, it glows like the soft twinkle of Christmas ornaments hanging on a tree. In its raw form, green aventurine often appears as rounded river pebbles or smooth chunks embedded in quartz-rich layers. Archaeologists frequently find it near waterways, where ancient cultures polished the stones into beads or amulets. Today, artisans shape aventurine into spheres, heart-shaped decor pieces, and small polished tiles, all of which resemble miniature evergreen decorations you could place beneath a Christmas wreath. But its most iconic shape remains the polished sphere, because the aventurescence dances beautifully across its curved surface. Now, as for the part everyone wants to know, the price. Green aventurine is one of the most approachable decorative gemstones on the market. Small polished pieces usually range from $5 to $15. Larger spheres between 5 and 8 centimeters typically fall between $25 and $60. High-end carved decor, especially pieces with strong, even color and vibrant sparkle, can reach $80 to $150. And while it isn't the most expensive gemstone in this ranking, it's certainly one of the most symbolically meaningful, especially during the holiday season. For centuries, aventurine has been seen as a stone of opportunity, renewal, and good fortune. In old European winter traditions, merchants carried it at the year's end, believing it would bring prosperity before the new harvest. Even today, many people use it in holiday decor as a symbolic charm of good luck for the coming year. If you're listening to this right now and you find green aventurine beautiful, or if you already own a piece, leave a comment saying, "I have it." You'd be surprised how many viewers silently keep a green stone in their collection without knowing its full history. And if this gemstone gives you the feeling of winter forests, holiday wreaths, or new beginnings, consider sharing this video in Facebook or Reddit groups about gemstones, decor, or Christmas traditions. These communities love discovering stones with deep cultural roots. Before we move on to rank 7, I'll leave you with a question to spark conversation. What do you think its true value is? Not just the price tag, but the meaning it carries during Christmas. Rank 7, Rhodochrosite, the candy cane stone of Christmas wonder. If you've ever unwrapped a Christmas candy cane and seen those red and white stripes swirling around each other like a frozen ribbon of winter cheer, then you already know the feeling of discovering Rhodochrosite. Standing here inside an old mining tunnel in Argentina, one that once supplied gemstones to ancient Andean cultures, I'm holding a stone that looks as if it was carved directly from the spirit of Christmas trees. Rhodochrosite is instantly recognizable by its pink to raspberry red color, layered with milky white banding that forms natural swirls, waves, and candy stripe patterns. No artificial dye, no polishing trick. These stripes are geological strokes painted slowly over millions of years as manganese-rich water crystallized into mineral layers. Under soft indoor lighting, the red tones deepen into a juicy cherry color. Under daylight, the pink brightens, giving the stone a warm, cheerful glow reminiscent of holiday sweets. In its natural state, rhodochrosite often forms in stalactite columns, which reveal perfect concentric rings when sliced. Just like a candy cane cut crosswise, collectors love polishing it into slabs, palm stones, spheres, and heart shapes because every pattern is uniquely festive. The sphere shape, especially, enhances the swirling effect, making it look like a peppermint ornament ready to hang on a Christmas tree. Now let's talk pricing, because this gemstone is often misunderstood. Rhodochrosite comes in many grades, and its value can swing widely. Common decorative slices or palm stones range from $20 to $50. Mid-grade pieces with strong banding and richer color typically sell for $80 to $150. High-quality Argentine rhodochrosite, deep pink, vivid stripes, excellent polish, can reach $200 to $400. And the rarest grades, especially stalactite cross-sections with perfectly even rings, can go for $500 to $1,000, depending on size and clarity. But price isn't the only thing that makes it special. Across ancient Andean sites, we've found rhodochrosite beads and carvings used as symbols of warmth, love, joy, and celebration. Qualities strongly associated with the holiday season. Many cultures believe the stone formed from the blood of the earth, giving it a protective charm during winter months when survival depended on community and hope. If you're watching this right now and you find this gemstone beautiful, or if you already own one, leave a comment saying I have it. It always amazes me how many viewers quietly keep a pink stone in their collection without realizing its Christmas-like origins. And if this candy cane stone made you smile as much as it did the first time I dug one out of the ground, consider sharing this video in Facebook or Reddit groups dedicated to minerals, gemstone collecting, or holiday decor. Someone out there is guaranteed to be enchanted by its stripes. Before we move to rank 6, here's a question for you, one that always sparks discussion. What do you think its true value is? Not just its market price, but the meaning and warmth it brings to the holiday season? Rank 6. Amazonite, the winter mint stone of holiday calm. If you've ever opened a box of holiday treats and caught that refreshing mint aroma, cool, clean, almost icy, then you already understand the feeling of encountering Amazonite in the wild. As I stand here beside an excavation site in the remote highlands of Colorado, I'm brushing centuries of dust from a gemstone that looks like winter itself painted in soothing shades of green. One glance and you feel the calm of a snowy morning settling over the landscape. Amazonite is instantly recognizable by its soft blue-green color, ranging from icy turquoise to gentle mint. Some specimens show streaks of creamy white, like frost drifting across a frozen pond. Others develop fine grid-like patterns called microveins, giving the stone a texture reminiscent of cracked winter ice. Under natural daylight, Amazonite glows cool and serene. Under warm indoor lighting, the green deepens, resembling the color of mint candies or frosted Christmas ribbons. In its natural form, Amazonite often appears as blocky, rectangular crystals, a shape that makes it strikingly different from the rounded stones we typically find in archaeological digs. Once polished, it transforms into beautifully smooth spheres, palm stones, cabochons, and decorative tiles. Collectors especially love Amazonite spheres. They resemble perfectly shaped holiday ornaments dipped in winter mint. Now let's talk about price, because Amazonite sits in a sweet spot between accessibility and rarity. Entry-level decorative pieces typically range from $10 to $25, making it one of the most affordable holiday-themed stones. Mid-grade spheres and carvings with richer color or cleaner patterns usually cost $40 to $80. High-quality, vivid turquoise Amazonite, especially material from Colorado or Russia, can go for $120 to $250, depending on size. Exceptional specimens with intense color and minimal fractures are rare and can exceed $300 to $500. But here's what makes Amazonite unforgettable. Ancient cultures believed it symbolized clarity, peace, and emotional balance during winter months. Archaeologists have discovered Amazonite beads in burial mounds and ceremonial sites stretching back thousands of years. It was often associated with calming the spirit, something that resonates beautifully with the quiet magic of the holiday season. If you're watching this and you find this winter mint stone beautiful, or if you already own one, leave a comment saying, I have it. It's always inspiring to see how many viewers keep Amazonite close without realizing its ancient role as a calming winter talisman. And if this gemstone reminded you of frost, mint, or winter tranquility, consider sharing this video in Facebook or Reddit groups about minerals, gemstone collecting, or holiday decor. Someone out there will fall in love with its cool, festive glow. Before we move on to rank 5, here's a question for you, one that always sparks great discussion. What do you think its true value is? Not just the price tag, but the symbolic calm it brings to the holiday season. Rank 5. Labradorite, the Aurora ornament stone of winter magic. If you've ever stepped outside on a freezing winter night and looked up to see the sky shimmering with streaks of blue, green, and gold, like nature was painting with light itself, then you already know the feeling of discovering Labradorite. As I stand at an archaeological site in the cold northern coast of Canada, I'm holding a stone that seems to contain a fragment of the Aurora Borealis trapped inside it. One tilt, and the entire surface erupts in color. Labradorite is defined by its legendary labradorescence, an optical effect that flashes iridescent hues of electric blue, neon green, gold, violet, and even fiery orange. These colors streak across a base of dark gray to black, giving the stone the look of a winter night sky breaking open with light. Under daylight, Labradorite can appear modest, even muted. But under the warm, ambient glow of indoor Christmas lighting, it ignites into a dazzling ornament-like display that feels almost supernatural. Raw Labradorite typically forms in blocky angular slabs, often dull on the outside. But once you slice and polish it, the transformation is astonishing. Collectors love using it for tablets, freeforms, spheres, and large decorative tiles. The sphere shape is especially magical. Rotate it just a few degrees, and waves of blue and gold roll across the surface like the northern lights sweeping over an Arctic landscape. Now let's talk value, because Labradorite covers a broader range than most stones in this countdown. Entry-level polished pieces with modest color, flashes start around $15 to $30. Mid-grade stones with strong blues and greens typically range from $40 to $80. High-grade Labradorite, exhibiting multicolor flashes, clean surfaces, and broad shimmering panels, often sells for $120 to $250. Museum-quality pieces with full-spectrum color and exceptional polish can reach $300 to $600, especially when crafted into large display decor. But price alone doesn't explain why this stone is cherished around Christmas. Across Inuit, Scandinavian, and early Arctic cultures, Labradorite was believed to contain frozen fire from the sky, a piece of the aurora captured within rock. Warriors carried it for strength during long winter journeys. Storytellers used it as a symbol of hope when the sun barely rose during the coldest months. Even today, it's seen as a stone of illumination, protection, and winter magic. If you're watching this and you find this aurora ornament stone truly beautiful, or if you already own one, leave a comment saying, "I have it." It's always incredible to see how many collectors treasure Labradorite for its cosmic glow. And if this gemstone reminded you of northern lights, winter nights, or holiday magic, consider sharing this video in Facebook or Reddit groups dedicated to gemstones, minerals, or Christmas decor. Someone else is guaranteed to be stunned by its color play. Before we move on to rank 4, I'll leave you with a question that always sparks great discussions. What do you think its true value is? Not just the price tag, but the experience of holding the northern lights in your hand? Rank 4. Selenite, the angel's white ornament of winter light. If you've ever stepped into an old cathedral during Christmas and seen sunlight filter through frosted windows, soft, white, almost heavenly, then you already understand the feeling of holding selenite. Right now, I'm standing inside a partially collapsed ceremonial chamber in the deserts of Turkey, brushing sand off a mineral that looks like it was carved directly from winter light. It doesn't shine like a gemstone. It glows. Selenite is instantly recognizable by its pure white to translucent color, often appearing as if it's made from frozen moonlight. Some pieces glow with a soft, silky sheen, an effect known as chatoyancy that moves gently across the surface like light sliding across angel wings. Others show fibrous, parallel lines that give the stone a naturally ethereal texture. Under daylight, selenite looks icy and delicate. But under warm indoor lighting, it becomes radiant, almost lantern-like, making it one of the most angelic ornament stones of the season. In its natural form, selenite grows in long, transparent blades or satin-like columns, which ancient cultures used as talismanic wands and window panes. When polished into decor pieces, it becomes even more magical. Towers, spheres, candle holders, wands, and palm stones. The tower shapes, especially, resemble miniature ice spires or angelic monuments, perfect for Christmas displays, and the sphere forms look like glowing snowballs caught moments before melting. Now let's talk price, because selenite is one of the most accessible ornament stones on this list. Small polished pieces cost around $8 to $20. Medium-sized towers or spheres typically range from $20 to $50. Larger, high-quality, fiber-optic clear selenite, especially from Morocco, can sell for $60 to $120. Museum-grade slabs with exceptional transparency can reach $150 to $300, but these are far rarer. Despite its affordability, selenite is valued not for scarcity, but for the calm, spiritual glow it brings into a winter setting. Across cultures from Mesopotamia to the Mediterranean, Selenite was believed to carry the light of the moon, guiding travelers during long winter nights. Ancient people placed it near entrances to protect their homes during dark seasons. In modern times, it has become a symbol of purity, illumination, and angelic protection, making it one of the most popular stones for Christmas decor and spiritual displays. If you're watching this and you find selenite beautiful, or you already own one, leave a comment saying, "I have it." It's always wonderful to see how many viewers keep this glowing winter stone nearby without realizing its ancient heritage. And if this gemstone reminded you of frosted windows, angelic lights, or peaceful winter nights, consider sharing this video in Facebook or Reddit groups about minerals, decor, or Christmas traditions. Someone out there is going to fall in love with its gentle glow. Before we move on to rank 3, here's a question that always sparks conversation. What do you think its true value is? Not just the price tag, but the meaning it carries during the holiday season? Rank 3. Ruby zoicite, the red-green Christmas fusion stone, born from fire and earth. If there is one gemstone in this entire countdown that looks like Christmas was poured directly into the earth, it's ruby zoicite. As I stand here in the foothills of Tanzania, where this remarkable stone was first discovered, I'm brushing soil off a mineral that seems to hold two worlds in one: the deep red of glowing embers and the rich green of evergreen forests. It's as if nature designed a holiday stone long before humans ever celebrated the season. Ruby zoicite is instantly recognizable because of its striking color combination. The bright to raspberry red sections are actual ruby crystals, formed under intense heat and pressure. Surrounding them is a matrix of green zoicite, often streaked with black hornblende. Together, they create a pattern that looks startlingly festive, like holly leaves with red berries, or a Christmas wreath captured in stone. Under daylight, the green appears vibrant and earthy. Under warm indoor lighting, the red ruby sections glow like tiny ornaments placed throughout a forest. In its raw form, ruby zoicite typically appears as chunky, irregular blocks, each one telling a different story depending on how the colors arrange themselves. But once polished, the transformation is breathtaking. Jewelers and collectors love shaping it into spheres, hearts, palm stones, and decorative slabs. The sphere shape, especially, enhances the color contrast, giving the stone that unmistakable holiday fusion appearance. Now let's talk value, because ruby zoicite's price depends heavily on how much ruby a piece contains. Common decorative stones with light ruby distribution usually sell for $15 to $40. Mid-grade pieces with stronger color, contrast, and more visible ruby sections range from $50 to $120. Larger spheres or carvings containing richer ruby patches often sell for $150 to $250. High-end collector pieces, where ruby crystals are clearly defined and balanced beautifully against the green matrix, can reach $300 to $600 depending on size and quality. But here's what makes ruby zoicite truly fascinating. Across Tanzanian cultural history, this stone symbolized the unity of opposing forces: fire and earth, warmth and growth, winter and spring. Archaeologists have found early carvings used in rituals symbolizing life returning after difficult seasons. That symbolism aligns perfectly with Christmas traditions of renewal, hope, and celebration. If you're watching this right now and you find this gemstone beautiful, or if you already own one, leave a comment saying, "I have it." It's always incredible to discover how many viewers keep ruby zoicite close without knowing its ancient symbolism. And if this holiday fusion stone reminded you of wreaths, holly, or Christmas colors, consider sharing this video in Facebook or Reddit groups about gemstones, mineral art, or holiday decor. You never know who might fall in love with its natural red and green harmony. Before we move on to rank 2, here's a question for you, one that always sparks lively discussion. What do you think its true value is? Not just its price, but the meaning behind a stone that naturally combines Christmas colors? Rank 2. Fire opal, the holiday flame stone that burns through winter. If you've ever sat beside a fireplace on a cold December night and watched the flames dance, bright orange, deep red, sometimes even flashes of yellow, then you've already seen the spirit of fire opal. Standing here beside an ancient volcanic field in central Mexico, where this gemstone first emerged from molten earth, I'm holding a stone that looks as though it's still smoldering. Even under the soft winter sun, it flickers with a warmth that feels alive. Fire opal is defined by its vibrant color spectrum, ranging from golden yellow to sunset orange to deep cherry red. Some stones are so clear they look like drops of molten resin frozen mid-drip. Others contain a gentle haze that diffuses light, creating a glowing ember effect. And in rare cases, fire opal displays play of color flashes, tiny electric sparks of green and red that burst across the surface like miniature Christmas lights. In its raw form, fire opal appears as rounded nodules inside volcanic rock, often dull on the outside. It's only when the stone is cut open that its true character reveals itself. Once polished, fire opal becomes one of the most mesmerizing ornament stones. Cabochon, spheres, beads, and flame-shaped carvings. The cabochon shape is especially popular because it emphasizes the stone's inner glow, like a hot coal shielded beneath a thin layer of glass. Now let's talk price, because fire opal spans a surprising range. Commercial-grade stones used for decor or small jewelry typically cost $20 to $60. Medium-quality fire opal with better color saturation or mild transparency usually sells for $80 to $150. High-quality Mexican fire opal, especially those with vivid orange-red tones and excellent clarity, can range from $200 to $500. Collector-grade stones with strong transparency or rare play of color flashes can reach $800 to $1,500, depending on size and intensity. The most prized pieces are sometimes compared to glowing embers sealed in crystal, but price is only part of its allure. Across Mesoamerican archaeological sites, fire opal has been found in ceremonial pits, embedded in masks and carried as amulets. Ancient cultures believed it represented the eternal flame, a source of warmth and vitality during winter months. Even today, many people see it as a stone of passion, renewal, and holiday brightness, perfectly matching the season of celebration and light. If you're watching this and you find this gemstone beautiful, or if you already own one, leave a comment saying, "I have it." It's always amazing to see how many viewers keep a fire opal hidden in their collection, not realizing it has a cultural history stretching back thousands of years. And if this gemstone reminded you of glowing hearths, holiday candles, or Christmas warmth, consider sharing this video in Facebook or Reddit groups dedicated to gemstones, minerals, or holiday decor. Someone will fall in love with its burning brilliance. Before we reveal rank 1, here's a question to spark conversation. What do you think its true value is? Not just in dollars, but as a piece of winter fire captured inside stone. Rank 1. Druzy quartz, the snow crystal ornament sparkling across winter. If you've ever walked outside on a freezing December morning and seen sunlight hit untouched snow, creating millions of glittering points of light, you already know the magic of Druzy quartz. And right now, standing in a collapsed cavern in Brazil once used by ancient traders, I'm brushing away layers of dust to reveal a mineral surface that sparkles exactly like that winter miracle. It's as if an entire field of frost has been preserved inside stone. Druzy quartz is formed when tiny quartz crystals grow over the surface of another mineral. These crystals are so small and tightly packed that they create a natural glitter, what geologists call a crystalline frost. The color varies depending on the mineral beneath: pure white, silver gray, soft gold, and sometimes light pastel hues. Under daylight, Druzy shines gently, like powdered snow. Under warm indoor lighting, every microcrystal catches the glow, sparkling like a Christmas ornament dusted with stardust. In its raw form, Druzy quartz appears inside geodes, cavities, and hollow pockets within rock layers. When you crack one open, it's like uncovering a frozen universe. Thousands of tiny points of light spreading across the entire surface. Artisans shape Druzy into spheres, pendants, heart decor, and free-form displays, but the sphere remains the most iconic. A Druzy sphere looks exactly like a snowball that decided not to melt and instead turned itself into a gemstone. Now let's talk price, because Druzy quartz has one of the widest ranges in this entire list. Entry-level pieces used for decor or crafting typically sell for $10 to $25. Medium-quality Druzy with denser crystal coverage usually ranges from $30 to $80. High-grade pieces with extremely fine, evenly distributed crystals can sell for $100 to $200. Premium display-quality Druzy, especially large spheres or perfectly sparkling panels, can reach $300 to $600, depending on size, color, and uniformity. Some rare geodes with pristine snow-like interiors can exceed $1,000. What truly elevates Druzy quartz to rank 1 isn't just value, it's symbolism. Across archaeological sites on 3 continents, Druzy pieces have been found in winter altars and ceremonial offerings. Ancient cultures believed these crystals held the spirit of frost, representing purity, light, and renewal during the darkest months of the year. That belief continues today. Druzy is one of the most beloved stones for Christmas decor because it captures the exact feeling of winter magic. If you're watching this and you find this gemstone beautiful, or if you already own one, leave a comment saying, "I have it." It's always inspiring to see how many viewers cherish Druzy without realizing the geological wonder behind it. And if this snow crystal ornament reminded you of frosted mornings, sparkling holiday lights, or winter celebrations, consider sharing this video in Facebook or Reddit groups about gemstones, decor, or Christmas traditions. There's always someone waiting to discover a stone as magical as this. Before we end this ranking, here's a question for you, one that truly sparks discussion. What do you think its true value is? Not just the price, but the feeling of winter wonder it brings into your home? And that brings us to the end of our journey through 10 natural Christmas ornaments. Stones born from fire, ice, ancient oceans, and forgotten caverns, yet each one glowing with a kind of winter magic that feels almost impossible. If any of these gemstones surprised you today, or if you discovered that you might already be owning one of them, let me know in the comments. Tell me which stone captured your imagination, or which one made you say, "I have it." Your thoughts, your stories, your collections, they're the reason these journeys feel alive. And remember, this is only one chapter in a much larger world of minerals we've yet to explore. There are stones out there rarer than anything on this list. Stones with legends that stretch across continents. Stones whose true value won't be understood for another 100 years. So if you enjoyed today's adventure, don't forget to subscribe, because what's coming next might be even stranger, even older, and even more beautiful. And if you feel this video holds something worth returning to, save it so you can revisit these winter stones anytime. Or share it with friends in gemstone groups, Facebook communities, or Reddit threads. You never know who else might fall in love with these hidden treasures. Thank you for walking this snowy path with me, for listening, learning, and exploring the forgotten corners of the earth. Until our next journey, keep your eyes open, because the world is full of wonders, and some of them are small enough to fit in the palm of your hand.